What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to part 2 of the live stream, everybody. You're locked in with me, BB Davis. We had to put a little Queen of Soul right here on this beautiful, beautiful, fantastical Sunday. All right, so I reached out to a lot of people. Some people are hitting me up. So we're live, so come on in and settle in. I know that if you are watching the game that you will be settled in with me whenever you tune in, and I really appreciate that. What's up, Tada Squad? Happy New Year, everybody. I had to come in with some beautiful Aretha Franklin because this has been Say a Little Prayer for me. Okay, for number 3, the Bills, okay, Sir Hamlin, you know, all that heart palpitations, and this is no pun intended, and the prayers and the power of prayer and the power of grace and mercy went through the rafters, okay? And so we have a young man who is awake and watching these games, hopefully getting some rest as well. But, you know, all the prayers, say a little prayer, and it's just so great how everyone who prayed and well wishes wanted to come together for this young man at the height of just nightmarish. And he is still with us. And there are still prayers that are going to be needed through his recovery. We claim it. So I just want to come on part 2 of the live because we're going to be live pretty much all day. I got the sign in front of the house that says we rock football in this house. So a lot of people are watching footballs. People are going to be getting eliminated here, there, and everywhere. But thank you so much for locking in, everybody. Thank you so much for locking in to BEBELUVSPORTS. The sports and gaming is exquisite fusion. And I am BB. Okay, so I'm getting some texts from people, so I'm going to respond back. I have a new phone, so y'all know how it is. You just be like, oh my God, my phone. My phone is doing the most. Okay. All right, so I'm going to be calling some people, and this is how we do on the live. We love to have good, fun times. I mean, I set up my phone. What I usually do is try to customize my phone as much as possible, give people certain ringtones and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten into all of that. And then I still have my other phone, which I love. You know, every phone has a distinct type vibe to it. I'm a blurred. I'm a nerd. I'm techie. So I always customize my phone. Now, my aunt was trying to get me to help her with her new phone. And it was funny. And I was like, listen, you need to go online and hear my favorite texts who talk about your phone, anybody's phone. And you just sit and be patient and go through the process of listening to them describe to you about your phone. Because if you don't, you could just be like, whatever. I mean, they tell you about your phone. They got this, go to the settings and go give you a tutorial about your phone. But nothing is better than coming right on YouTube or wherever you look at stuff. But most people look at things like tutorials on YouTube. And they could tell you about their take on your phone and how your phone works and all that. But anyway, I was glad to help her because I have my little techie side to me. But, you know how it's always like, I love this about this phone. I love this about this phone. And, you know, you're really saying to yourself, I don't want to give up this phone for this particular reason, but I like this phone. So that's where I'm at right now. But, you know, when people talk about power users, I don't know who could go through all of this gigabytes. Power users, us. We could go through all of that because, you know, in the line of work that you're doing, and saving some for personal as well as the professional, you're just going through pictures and videos, all that. So you're going to need that. So You know, I love it. So my other phone is not working on Wi-Fi because I was like, it would be like suicide almost to your whole being to change your number, because they don't have the old school vibe. Remember back in the day, even though you could be like, well, you could get a new number and give your number out to people, but I have a lot of contacts, not only just personal but professional, and I guess I just don't want to go through all that. I don't want to go through all that. Okay,
you go, girl.
So I wish they had the old school vibe where you could change your number and it was like, it goes to the number that people have, and then it says the new number will be, and then they give you like 30 or 60 days for that announcement to keep rolling and everybody gets it. I don't know. I guess I'm just lazy.
You are so awesome.
I'm so awesome, but I'm so lazy, okay? All right. So I still have some of sushi. This is the filet mignon sushi medium, and I ordered like 18 rolls of this because I love to get my protein in. I do. Okay. One time, Happy New Year 2023. I love to get my protein in. So, I was like, let me get the filet mignon sushi. I don't really feel like doing a bunch of heavy cooking on Sunday. What I prepare for Sunday is going to have to last through Monday. You know what I mean? I need some wine too.
It's wine o'clock.
Yes, I need some wine. But at any rate,
Oh my God.
I have to get on a pork roast, and I'll do that before the Packers game. And I have another beautiful roast. No, I don't.
Oh my God.
Okay. I have a beautiful pork roast. I did have a roast in my hand, but I put that back. I'm going to take the cooking ties and tie it up real nice so that I have the rolls and the pork roast. Okay. Shout out to my pork lovers and shout out to those who don't do pork. Myself, I love pork in moderation. Afro-Cubana, me llamo Espinita, okay, from Tampa, Florida. So as a Cuban woman of color, listen, I love my pork. So I have a beautiful pork, and I'm just going to tie it up and get those rolls in it. And I'm going to put my Sazon, I'm going to put my turmeric, I'm going to put my curry, I'm going to put all other ingredients, my thyme, my rosemary, and other secret ingredients, because you got to have your secret ingredients. Boop, boop. Okay? So I'm going to put that on before the Packers game. And I have my field peas and okra on. I'm such a Southern girl. Okay? Bless your heart. Bless your heart, sugars. So I'm going to have that going. And then I'm going to make stovetop macaroni, which is really not my thing because I burn. But I don't have time for that. But I will dice up the, spice it up, the stovetop macaroni. But I bake my macaroni, okay? But anyway, this is a week of a lot of hardcore stuff that I gotta take care of personally and professionally. So listen, pork roast, you can make sandwiches with that, you know what I mean? And you got the field peas and the macaroni and cheese, and of course we have fresh vegetables. We got the field peas with okra, macaroni and cheese, the roast pork, and then we got fresh veggies, which are bell peppers, the carrots, and the cucumbers. So we're getting it in. So I love that for me. And then I have some crab. I got Dungeness crab. I haven't even gotten out the crab even more so. Then my mail order came in for my earth, my porcelain. So I'm loving that. And I guess you're like, what is that? See, I do have another halfway full glass container over there, but I love earth. Okay, so I, was creative. So I did the porcelain earth, which is kaolin. And I also did food coloring. So I just colored some. So I was running those. So I got my 2 bags on yesterday. So I'm feeling really, really good. My Native American name is Fiery Earth Child. Okay, so, you know, now people are not understanding about the Earth Child. But I do everything in moderation, and I don't call anybody to anything. But what I love about the internet, the age of digital information, is that now you get to see a lot of Earth lovers, and you know, it's a beautiful thing. And I love when all of them say, we don't call anybody to anything. You own your own. You're on your own. You own your pros, risks, and cons. You are on your own. So we're not calling anybody to anything, but I'm so glad that my order did come in. They ship really, really good. I'm telling you, if I had a porcelain grounds that was near me, I would go scoop up my own earth. I'm trying to tell you. But hey, if you want to see how I clean it a little bit, then you can come on over to my cigar channel sometime today. I'm just doing double duty. Maybe in between the Packers game. We'll see. But you can come on over there and see how I clean it up a little bit before I just go ahead and divulge. But I thought this was so fun doing the colorings in these. All right, so I think we're in enough where everybody can do their running around, and we can get started talking about some foosball. Okay, we can talk about the football and just kind of get into this. Now, this pin that I've been waving around on the first live, this is called Sharing is Caring. This is called Maddie's Masterpiece High Five Pin. And I have 3 of these. And, you know, it's so exaggerated. You know what I mean?
Totally fabulous.
It is a totally fabulous pin. So, you know, I do love it, and it's extra exaggerated, so it's so cool. I thought I lost one, but I found it, you know, after much prayer. I pray about everything. Okay, I'm like, God, help me find my pen. You know, me and the big man, we've been rolling a long time. So, you know, I found it. It was in the back part of the 3rd row of the caddy truck. And I was just like, what are you doing back here? Okay, so I keep one up top here on the desk. Then I keep one put up. Then I have one in my car because, you know, I love riding with the exaggerated pins and stuff like that. But welcome to the show. Well, I'm going to leave this right here. But welcome to the show, everybody. Now, listen, I still have my Christmas crystal tree up right here. And I have the Santa mailbox back there. And I have this tree still designed with a little bit of ornaments on it. The real tree is already gone. And we have some balsam fir that's real good since the real tree is gone. But people are still celebrating Christmas, the old-timey Christmas that will go from December 25th to January 25th. So that's where I'm at, okay? So if you see any Christmas stuff going around on the different platforms, it's okay, because we love a good Christmas tidings. All right, so hold on for a minute, everybody. I want to show you something real quick. We are live stream here on the show. This is balsam fir, and it smells just like the pine cones. I have another box. This one's almost empty. So for those who don't get down with rocking the real trees, but you want close to the real tree, Christmas tree smell, or you just want the beautiful scent of balsam fir, then what you would do is grab you some balsam fir. All right, and you can grab you some balsam fir incense. And so they look like this, and they come with their own wooden holder. And so I'm going to just slide it up. So I hope everybody's been doing well. Hope you got your Sunday pots and dishes on. And we're also going to be talking not just about football. We're going to be talking about some boxing too. Just a little bit of sport news as well. So we're going into the 4 o'clock games. It's 4:27. This is week 18. This is the last week of the regular season. Okay, I think we're off. It's kind of hard to keep these lit. That's why you really need like a torch. And then blow on it. And then like we're ready to go. It smells absolutely delicious. Then I'm going to take beautiful incense because I love spreading good vibes and good cheer. I love that. Okay, and so we're going to get that incense going. So we got a lot of beautiful scents here. But yes, it has been an incredible week past of prayer, the unknown, the unforeseen, the known, you know, and here we are. You know what I mean? So we wish more speedy recovery. And let's go see how these games went, okay? Let's go see. Now, I'll be doing a lot more eating around this time as well. So, I'm checking my phone. I'll be doing some trash talking too on my phone as well. So, stay tuned. Okay, people. How about this for week 18 of 18? We're doing another roundabout here from my live stream to now. The Chiefs and the Raiders, this was on yesterday. The final was 31-13. Titans and Jaguars, the final was 2016 with the Jaguars winning. Today's game, finals. Let's see if I got obliterated or not. The Browns and the Steelers. I picked the Steelers. The Steelers won, but they may not be advancing because if the Dolphins won, then they'll be at a halt. So let's see how this goes. Browns and Steelers did not get obliterated, 28-14. That's how they end their season with a win. Ravens and Bengals. The Bengals will win. Shout out to my cousin Joe Mixon. My maternal side of the family is Mixons. Any Mixon in the whole United States is a cousin. Okay. So they won 27-16. Vikings and Bears still did not get obliterated. Vikings would win 29-13. Patriots and Bills. Good game. The Bills win the game. And we know that Hamlin either was taking a nap, as he should, rest up Youngblood, or watch the game, and they came through. 35-23. Okay. Go Bills. Okay. Jets and Dolphins. I went with the Dolphins. The Dolphins will win 11-6. Buccaneers and Falcons. Falcons pulled up, and Falcons, let me just use this until my daggers come. Falcons did a dagger to the Buccaneers, okay? And that's what happens in the playoffs. 17-30. Falcons would shine bright like a diamond. Okay, and me and the sir, we were talking earlier about, you know, like you said, like I said on the first video, I know football, and yes, he does. And, you know, I've been saying it on my platforms, that when it comes down to playoffs and stuff like that, those who have nothing to lose are going to try and serve you some daggers. And that's just how it goes. Okay, Panthers and Saints. The Saints would not pull up. My wild card did. My wild card bust out. Well, what's up? Saints could not get it done. My wild card was the Panthers, 10-7. Colts and Texans. Finals, 32-31. I mean, I am clutch. I'm clutch. I'm so clutched. All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty amazing. All right, so there we have it, everybody. Those are the first games that happened today. I feel pretty amazing about it. I mean, just kind of looking at everything. Straight clutch. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do like a celebratory vibe right now. We are like 21 minutes into this live stream. So let's go to college and do a nice band vibe here. And let's do the classic neck that they play for college games. HBCU. I love my HBCUs. So let's go with neck. Here we go. That's what time for that HBCU right there, everybody. Okay. Had to throw some HBCU band time. All right, so. Okay. What does this all even mean? Let's go. All right, so let's talk about we're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers here because they did win today. And they were third in the AFC North. The Steelers could have clinched the AFC's third wild card in Week 18 with a win, which they won, and then the loss would have to be by the Patriots and the Dolphins. Well, we know that the Patriots lost, but the Dolphins won. So we have to see where this sits them. Okay, going back up a little bit. The Ravens clinched a playoff spot in Week 16, facing off with the Falcons. So with all of this vibe talk here, when it comes to playoffs, we just have to see where everyone's sitting, who's eliminated, and whatnot. Now, we got a game tonight between the Lions and the Packers. Now, this is the last game for tonight. You know, I'm a OG team. It's my Packers. And I'm a Tampa, Floridian. So, you know, I rock and roll with the Bucks. And I do support the Panthers with the family also on the maternal side being from Carolina. So, you know, I always say I got the best of both worlds. Okay, being a Floridian and having my South Carolina roots. All right. So, on the outside looking in is second in the NFC North, the Detroit Lions. The Lions can clinch the NFC's third wildcard spot in tonight's game with a win, and then the Seahawks must lose. Not only can they clinch it with a win, they gotta clinch it and hopefully hope the Seahawks lose. I have some more Bloody Mary on deck, spicy virginal. So delicious. I love to pair that with my sushi. And I don't have my sushi up here for a decoration. I will be eating. So, with the win over the Packers, they still got to see if the Seahawks could get dealt a loss. Okay? Now, the Packers can clinch the NFC's third wild card spot in Week 18. The answer is yes. Okay, so let me get back to this. They need to just win to jump in there, to clinch that third wild card. So they're going to be praying that they beat Lions to just move on up. Isn't that crazy? Because the Packers have been just so dismal. My eyes have been crazy because I've been doing just a lot of stuff on the computer. I needed to glare back. But anyway, this is going to be a good game because the Lions have been clutched in certain situations. And not that it can happen, but we know who has always been a little bit lower than the Packers for several seasons here. Did I get a response back? Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Everybody's hit me up. I'm really giving everybody the business before we came on. So we're live. We're cool. So this is going to be a really good game between the Detroit Lions and the Packers. And as I was saying before, everybody's hit me up. The Packers have always been up here. The Lions over several seasons have been down there. But it's a changing of the guards. Even now you got the Vikings sitting nicely, not worried about a thing from no Packers. And then there is the Lions, which I'm very happy for, because they've been having bad juju ever since, Barry Sanders. But my God, the people have held on so long. God, I pray that the Detroit Lions will have a really good, fantastical season next season. And, hopefully we all can see them make it to the Super Bowl and win, But anyway, back to the reality. Vikings, Lions, Packers, Bears. And Bears was showing a spark just a few seasons ago, but then everything just went to havoc. It's just very crazy, but that's just how it is. So the celebration for Buffalo has been through a lot with the shootings and stuff like that, so Buffalo is feeling pretty good about a lot happening, okay? And then DeMar Hamlin's recovery and having that win is just wonderful. So again, the eliminations, despite week 18, is the Chicago Bears, the Arizona Cardinals, the Los Angeles Rams, the Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, Washington Commanders. And so, now is the whole hate if I'm a cheer for this particular ball club, because I really don't like it, but I'd rather cheer for them than for someone else. And then people like me, I don't do that. I just be like, I don't have no contest in this. I don't care who wins at this point, because neither one of my teams in it. You know how it is. But yeah, those are the first games. Now, I need to do something real quick here. People are freaking out. We got a lot of Patriot fans who are freaking out. We got a lot of Steelers fans who are saying they're satisfied with the way that the season has ended for the most part. They'll be back next year. They're always a very classier ball club. I love that. I mean, but you can't help if you're disappointed. The Falcons fans are pretty happy because they got a win over Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, so they're pretty happy about that as well. Okay, and then you have the Bengals, which are very happy because they're just like, listen, y'all know what went down. We got our win. Jaguars should feel pretty good about these last shining the moments in there with Trevor Lawrence. Sometimes you just have to give the quarterback enough time to develop. And who knows that better than the Eagles nation, because of look at Jalen Hurts this year, just balling out, and where they are in the standings. I know the Chiefs feel really good about standing tall up in theirs. So now we are in the second games. Let's go ahead and talk about the second games here. We have the Cardinals and the 49ers. This is going to be a really good game. You really can't count out the daggers that will be coming from the Cardinals. But the score is in single digits here. You got the Cardinals 6th possession of the ball right now. They're in quarter one. And the 49ers 7, up by 1. Cowboys and Commanders. Commanders are coming out swinging. I don't think this is a shock to anybody. It's a 7-0, but we are still in the first quarter. We are in early first quarters, so we have lots of time left in the first quarters. Rams and Seahawks. This is a tied game. It's a nail biter. It's a nail biter for the Lions. Okay, but it's 3-3. Will the Rams deal that loss? Then you have the Giants and the Eagles. Eagles plot, strategize, and they bomb first. Shout out to Tupac. Y'all know what it is. Plant, plot, strategize, and we bomb first. Boom. All right. So they scored first. 3-0. They have possession of the ball still in the first quarter. Then you got the Chargers and the Broncos. 7-7 tied up. Okay. That's one of my wild cards right there with the Broncos. The edge is going to the Chargers, but we'll see. And then, of course, everybody gets to relax a little bit. And then at 8:20, you got the Lions and the Packers. So let me shoot this text off real quick. Okay, so yeah, just have to get that. We're live. That's what I love about the lives. We can just kind of do what we want here. Okay. So I think that let me go out of this real quick. With the standings, and has anybody gone over to NFL and they're saying about beware of strange activity? Because I was trying to just look at the cohesive NFL picture, and they have really been having some strange vibes going on over there. So I hope they fix that. And they have. They have. All right, so we're going to take a look at these playoff pictures here in real time to see what's happening. And they'll be loading soon enough. Okay. Clinched a playoff spot. AFC, the Chiefs. They're 14-3. They clinched division and home field advantage. Week 18 matchup was the Raiders, and they dominated and they shut it down. So they're good. The Bills, AFC East. They clinched the division. They faced off with the Patriots, and they won. Bengals won against the Ravens, so they are upward. Jaguars and the Titans, they're still sitting right there in the playoff spot. clinched division. The Los Angeles Chargers are going to play for their life, as well as the Broncos to deal a L. But they are second in the AFC West, clinched playoff. And the Ravens clinched the playoff in week 18, even facing off with the Bengals for that L. The Dolphins have clinched the playoffs over the Jets, and they sit second. So give a round of applause to the AFC. The Eagles will face off with the Giants, and that's what they're doing right now. And so are the Vikings with the Bears, the 49ers with the Cardinals. The Buccaneers have lost to the Falcons, and we just have to see where that places them. Cowboys are playing the Commanders right now, so we'll have to see what happens. No, absolutely not. Even though we're live with all this, you still have people trying to come around and do that over talking. We can't do that, but we are live, so this is a live session, but not the super professional session, because I wouldn't have anybody on the set, but still. Okay, so then you got the Giants, NFC East, with the Eagles. They did clinch in the playoff, but we just have to see. So in the hunt, we have the Seahawks, the Lions, and the Packers. So I think everybody else can kind of see what momentum is going to happen with these 4 o'clock games. But a lot of people are going to see if the Packers can jump up with the L, if there's going to be an L. Right now, there's no change. So we just have to see. So, everybody's going to be talking about the scenarios after we get through with season 18, which I think is going to be great. We do have tie-breaking procedures that we're going to be talking about as time goes on with the playoffs. And here, let's kind of talk about it before I lock out of the second live, and we'll be back for a third live. NFL tie-breaking procedures here. The following procedures will be used to break standard ties for postseason. To break a tie within a division, if at the end of the regular season 2 or more clubs in the same division finish with identical won or lost tie percentages, the following steps will be taken until a champion is determined. And you can read 1 through 12 of what it would be. It would be like head-to-head, best won-loss tie percentages, best won-loss percentages played within the division, best won-loss tied in common games within the conference, strength of victory in all games, strength of the schedule. That's why people always talk about, oh, they got an easier schedule, or they got a stronger schedule. That does matter. Okay, like right here, the tie-breaking procedures. Then they'll be talking about the best combined rankings of conference teams, the combined ranking of all team in points and scores allowed in games. They'll be talking about net points. Then they'll be talking about net touchdowns in all games. And then number 12 would be the coin toss. So it's a lot of procedures. It's a lot of different scenarios there for tie-breaking contests. But the playoff picture is back up for the NFL. There was a lot of technical difficulties earlier. But yeah, this is it. So those are the standings. I'm going to be talking a lot of noise. And let's talk about some of the changes here in the games at 4 o'clock, and then I'll be back in the second half. And so here's what we got. The Cardinals at 49ers is 6-7 with the 49ers leading by 1. Cowboys and Commanders. The Cowboys have not scored yet. Commanders are up 7. Then you have the Rams and the Seahawks. The Seahawks are up 6 to the Rams 3. And that's the end of the quarter for the Rams and the Seahawks. The Giants and the Eagles, they're about to end first quarter, 6 seconds left. The Eagles have scored again, 10-0. Cowboys and Commanders, 0-7. Cowboys have not scored yet, but they got about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. The Cardinals and 49ers, they got 3 minutes left, and the Cardinals have possession of the ball, 6-7, so 49ers are up by 1. The Chargers and the Broncos, they're still tied up with about 1:46 left in the first quarter, 7-7. So this is exciting football. Alright, so I'm going to have a little bit more of my sushi here. Make sure I get these tongs straight. Everything is falling apart a little bit, but we're going to still go for it. Just have to grip it right. Okay. Okay, let me tell you why I love the filet mignon sushi with a Bloody Mary. And that's because you got the savory going. You have the jalapeno on top. You have the filet mignon minus medium. You have the cream cheese. You have the lobster. And you have the tuna. So you're getting great flavors. And so it just sits well with the Bloody Mary. Okay, so while we're trying to end first quarters with everybody involved on the 4 o'clock games, let's just talk real quick about boxing here. And did you see that match? Gervonta Davis went on defeat Hector Luis Garcia after a technical knockout. So a lot of eyes was on this boxing match, but that's what happened. So congratulations to Gervonta Davis. Okay, so let's go see what others were saying about this match here before we lock it out here. And then we have some of the game going on with the Eagles.
Week 18 of the regular season, Ryan Daboll and company, they know where they're going to be in terms of seeding. Number 6, they just don't know where they're going to go yet. Minnesota or San Francisco, correct? That's it. Who's going to be the 3 seed? 32.
Yeah, but the NFC is loaded. So that's the more exciting conference because you're just trying to see where people land. Now, talking about landings, those punches were landing, but let's talk about what these people are saying. Some people are saying there was an intentional distraction within the onlookers. Someone said from their viewpoint, they saw where Gervonta looked out into the onlookers, the crowd. Some kind of altercation out there in the crowd. And then you got Garcia, whose eye is like closing up. So there's no viewpoint. And they're saying because of that crowd scene and the Gervonta looks out there, what's going on, it was a purposeful, on purpose distraction. So people are not happy how it ended. More people are saying see what they're saying here. I'm just trying to get some good vibes on this. Everybody is look like they're trying to get more action information on what happened in the audience, which is terrible. It should have just been all about the ring. People are talking about his domestic violence. People from Baltimore are happy about the win. Everybody know that it was going to be night Luis when Gervonta got in the ring. People are saying that they stopped the fight because, you know, he couldn't see. Somebody said, don't ever fight a dude beefing with his girl. Still on that. Somebody said Garcia was winning for me until the fight in the crowd. Somebody said it was a good fight. Somebody said, gosh, I hope that he was going to lose. Somebody said Baltimore in the house. Somebody said it was those dudes from Philadelphia who interrupted the boxing match. So there was not only a boxing match inside the ring, but in the crowd. Sucks. More people are showing up for Baltimore. Somebody said, now just stop beating on your baby mother. People are saying it was rigged. Somebody said he knocked him out of sight. Somebody said we got some offensive stuff here. I'm not even gonna talk about. Some of the jokes are kind of funny, but we're just not gonna be talking about those right here. Somebody talks about the back flip was perfect. I wish Showtime showed the beginning of the round instead of the highlights. Garcia corner said no mas. They seen the punishment, and that was it. Somebody said we knew this was going to happen. Gave him the Gave him the case of the beats. Knocked the Mario coins out of him. The crowd looks crazy. He had a lot of practice fighting on his baby mom. My goodness. So we're going to kind of go out of this over here because this is not really sports talking. Vibrations over here. Okay, so let's look at the scorecard here. 28, 0, 26 knockouts for Gervonta, and then he had 23, 0, 19 knockouts. For Garcia, Davis versus Garcia, already a done deal for Vegas fight targeted for April 15th. So this is gonna be with Ryan Garcia. So what are we thinking on this one? Somebody said, well, the fight better happen. People say I'm going for Davis all the way. They said the only way Ryan wins if he do jitsu. That's crazy. Garcia can't outbox him, just can't get caught. Garcia needs to win this. Gervonta is going to win for sure. It's going to be tanking too. Garcia is one of the best boxers, but I truly believe that Davis will beat him. Tank Davis just has too much experience, too much skill, too much power. Rest in peace, Ryan Garcia. Let's see if all the talking work. So, you know, people are looking forward to that match. Has already been made right there. We got some nice shots here of what has happened. When you look at these punches, they were real fierce. I want to get a take on this real quick. So before we end, everybody, and do those last things. So I'm asking somebody about the fight here real quick. Okay, so I'll wait to hear back from him. But these punches look real fierce here. Your eyes closing up. That's a lot. So let's talk about some of the comments here. Somebody said made him go blind for a few seconds. Hopefully Garcia pulls through with that eye because it looked really bad. The distraction in the crowd was a signal. I still think this was pre-planned. Somebody said, are we stopping fights now to attend to the crowd? Somebody said, I swear this was a setup. Somebody said, Tank Davis beat that man down with winning gloves. The pillow glove Tank brings real power to any fight. Ryan was not ready. This was rigged. Pistol whipped him with the Glock he couldn't see. Something is not adding up. Anyone know what was going on in the crowd that messed up the flow of the fight? No doubt. How do you pause a fight? Somebody said money talks. Look at them hooks though. Take Kit him out. Bro lost his vision. I thought the fight in the crowd was more exciting. Okay. That's somebody being snarky right there. Okay. Okay, so you just had a lot of people do the talk. So Gervonta Davis will win by TKO in the 8th round against Hector Luis Garcia. The action did go ahead and keep going in round 8, but then there was a fight in the first 2 rows of the crowd, which made the fight in the ring come to a complete stop. Luis Garcia complained to his corner after the round that he couldn't see, so Davis got the victory to retain his secondary fight, WBA lightweight title. All right, let's see if we can get some more comments on that. But I just think a lot of people, you're going to have some people who say this is a setup, this is not a setup. I'm not really feeling this. So here's the word on the curve that we've been getting here. It seems that some kind of argument beef was going on in the crowd, that people were looking the other way, and it seems like in the middle of all this was rapper Meek Mill. Let's go take a look and see what they're talking about with Meek Mill. Maybe Meek Mill was just a standby, because I see Meek Mill in the crowd and it doesn't look like he's in the middle of anything except for, yeah, he's coming up a little bit. But it seems like everybody's trying to say calm down. Cameras are out, so I'm pretty sure the possibility of there being a lot more happenings. Okay. So here's Meek Mill addresses altercation at the Gervonta Davis fight. My apologies, I had a few shots. I have no business going back and forth that hard with a random person. We just talking about sports. So my apologies for wasting time for nothing. I had a few shots. I know how to dodge those. Congrats, Tank and Boots. Okay, so he also goes on to say, Meek Mill, it was nice I was nice to everybody at the fight. If you was there, you saw the blogs gonna put up the aggressive parts after I responded to something aggressive. Everybody in the section seen my level of respect towards others. I just gotta step my response game up. I would never let no petty escalate to let somebody movie run. I just walked away. I came to support Tank and Boots. Good wins. So yeah, people could get testy in the crowd. So let's go see what everybody has to say about Meek Mill. They say Meek Mill do everything but get a haircut. That's crazy. At least he's taking accountability. Y'all mad at any and everything. Very sensitive. Somebody said it was Wallow for me. Seems like he's been cutting up all over the place. He needs therapy. Now, if he ever gets allowed into a fight again, it would be a black issue. Not a you have no decorum issue. Someone else says he's entitled to opinion. The other guy too, but keep it calm. Too many angry people joins in. Can't take people nowhere. Philly in the building. Man, y'all all been drunk and shoved out with y'all grown selves. At least he took accountability for it. Y'all just don't like Meek. He can't hold his liquor. He better sit his drunk self down. The altercation shut down the fight.
It's wine o'clock.
Gotta hold your liquor, everybody. So I said, messy Mill. Somebody disturbed this whole man's fight for attention. Start letting this liquor get the best of you all. Know your limit and have some self-control. That's why people are saying, oh, this is so wow. Okay, I think I got a response on this fight. Let's see. Okay. All right. I love that because usually he talks about boxing, but the sir is trying to get me to a destination I'm trying to be at too, but I'm locked in. I'm so locked in. So if you saw this fight, I love boxing. I think that it's a congratulations to Gervonta Davis defeats Hector Luis Garcia after the technical knockout. We hope that Garcia is going to be doing well. We don't want any shambles happening, because it is a sport where you can have a bunch of issues with, but it is what it is. All right, so here's the whole vibe of this boxing match. They both are equally pound. Hector Garcia and Gervonta Davis, 134 pounds. Hector is 5'5.5". No, let's back up.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Gervonta Davis is 134 pounds. Hector Garcia, 134 pounds. Gervonta Davis is 5'5". Hector Garcia is 5'9". In reach, Gervonta is like 67.5, 171 centimeters. Long reach. Hector Garcia is 67 with 170. So the reaches are there for both of them. And their records, 27-0, 25 KOs. For Hector Garcia, 16-0, 10 KOs. Okay, so that is the side-by-side there with both of them. And when we come back, we'll be talking all about some more of this game. But we're going to go on out
Alabama's had an up and down, inconsistent rookie year. And in a game like this, resting starters.
And let's see what's going on here with these 4 o'clock games.
They need him to get as much experience and much play as possible heading into the playoffs.
Cardinals and 49ers. Second quarter, 14-6. So the 49ers still have the edge. I am watching the Eagles and Giants game. We'll get to that. Cowboys and Commanders. Commanders, I have taken the lead still. In the second quarter, Dallas is going to have to wake up. The score is 13-0. Commanders have possession of the ball with about 11 minutes left into the second quarter. Rams and Seahawks still tied up in the second quarter at 6. Seahawks have time possession of the ball now. Chargers and Broncos. Chargers are up 7, 14-7. They got out of the tie and they have possession of the ball in the second quarter. Giants and Eagles. 0 for the Giants, 13 for the Eagles, second quarter. And so this is what we have at this point in time. Okay? And then that game at 8:20 will be the Packers and the Lions. All right, so everybody stay locked in. I'm going to finish off my beautiful yum yum sauce here.
Just across the 40-yard line after the gain of 2 by Milton Williams. But he did a lot just to get 2 yards on that one because Kaiser White coming on a run blitz was there and affected the play early. Couldn't get Brightwell down. Brightwell got 2 yards out of what should have been a loss of garbage. So it's going to be 3rd and 29 here for the Giants.
Okay, we got a field goal. Well, we thought we had a field goal, but
and he's trying. Davis Webb is certainly trying, but it's a mixed match offensive line. He's not top line wide receivers. And when you couple that with going against one of the top defenses,
and that was good. I love the fresh red ginger that cleans the palate.
The short passing game is being taken care of, and that means you have almost no chance of throwing that ball deep. Jamie Gillen to kick it.
One more.
With the locks flowing. Comey gets under it and catches it along the sideline.
And I'm going to get some
Last Sunday, Art McNally
big wasabi off here.
Mr. McNally served as an NFL
Okay.
official for 9 seasons before becoming
Some of that is going to fall off, but it's all good.
1968.
Dip it in some yum yum sauce.
The NFL family until he retired in 2015 and is considered a key figure in implementing the use of instant replay. Mr. McNally was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame last summer.
I love wasabi.
What's he doing?
He's cleaning the trash cans.
Cool. Meeting a new young homeowner for the first time is a unique challenge.
So you think
Those are zinger.
I can try. Hey, what you doing?
Okay.
Cleaning the trash can. Wow. It's important to build trust. See, put your address and phone number on here. Well, you can never be too safe. With trash?
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
So look at the hedges, they're a mess. Always looking at the hedges. So you've taken up running. Apple Watch has taken up a few new things as well.
I love the spicy
Now it tracks your stride length.
with beets,
From a backstroke.
Bloody Mary.
Checks for temperature changes.
And I love the chili peppers, the sweet chili peppers.
It's measuring their rev
More
speed.
vinegary than anything.
And it can detect a serious car crash and call for help. So yeah, a few new things.
So good and vinegary. Okay. So we'll come back with the ending of these games. I'll come back in the second half, in the fourth quarters of these games here. And if I don't come back 4th quarter, that means something has come up. And then from there, I'll come back after the games, before the 8:20 games, which the 8:20 game, which is going to be the Packers and the Lions. So I'm going to dip this into the Yum Yum sauce. They're so delicious. They can be quite messy, but they're really delicious. They're so juicy. All right. So we got our Smackalicious time there. The Eagles are facing off with the Giants.
22. Last week, offense had a tough time getting going. 4 straight 3-and-outs to start the game, and that loss to New Orleans. Season lowest points, 20-10 loss.
Okay.
I'm not a losing shame.
So we're gonna go back.
Defense, they don't have everyone playing, but
I'm gonna see if we can find another game.
and nothing. See if the Dallas offense can get going with Pollard not there. John Ridgway. Well, there's nothing quite like hearing the doink. Except if you're the guy who kicked it.
They're off his foot. It looked. Justin Baxter story on life.
So we have 6. So let's see.
John Ridgway.
In just one day.
Meanwhile, back to I Am Eagle. All right, guys. New set of downs here for the Eagles. San Francisco would clinch the 1 seed with a...
Okay. So we're watching the Cowboys and the Commanders. They are going to have to come alive because they have not scored yet.
Second and 7. On the fake. Loading up. Going deep. Noah Brown. Can't make the play. Had an opportunity there, but couldn't hold in.
They were trying to go long to get that touchdown because they definitely need it. I know a lot of the Dallas fans are talking about how, you know, maybe they need to reconsider another QB. But I do still believe in Dak, so I'm going to go.
They're a young safety. They're better defensive players. He's been out with some injuries. A chance for Percy Butler to play. And Ron Rivera told us he's a young player that has a chance to have a...
See who else is watching the game.
Third down. Going deep again. This time for Lamb, and he overshot him. Wow. Dallas offensively just out of sorts. Prescott just 2 of 9 passing today for 14 yards, and they'll punt it away.
And you said earlier, I mean, we showed all the miscues.
So I'm going to add some of these Dallas fans here on the live.
It feels like they're down 100. I mean, they're fortunate to only be down 13-0, but at some point, this Dallas offense...
What they're feeling right now.
Not just because of today, not just to try to win this game, which of course is what... but just to have some positive mojo going into next week.
Dallas has 4 3-and-outs on offense. Fair catch called by Bill, and he does so.
Okay, so
The 16. So around the NFL today, all these playoff spots are going to be finalized. Here's the update. This is actually from yesterday. The Chiefs rolled over the...
okay, so while they're doing their update, I'm not going to do my full update on
Actually, still yesterday. Give me a second. Jaguars won the division, a defensive touchdown, and they beat Tennessee
the playoffs until tomorrow.
It was a low-scoring game against the Jets, but they are the number 7 seed in the AFC. Buffalo
But the
are 2 seeds. The
Dolphins should feel pretty good about their win today. I know You know, whether you slid in, made it in, good to not be in, it's a great thing. So we're going to do these recap scores one more time. And I don't know if my mom is, and this is live, this is going to be live, making noise over there. So I don't know if mom is suffering from dementia or what's going on, but I asked for it to be quiet on the set. And I'm not going to cut this thing because I asked her to let it be quiet. Okay, we got somebody here that's talking, and I just asked to be respected. Okay? You get on the phone and do your little gossiping and all that stuff. So I'm going to leave this all live. And you want people to be quiet, then people be quiet, you know, if I'm here visiting. So I just ask that you be quiet whether I'm not in a setting or not. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, my dearest. Okay, so I did get an answer back from one of the Cowboy fans here, and he said, yep, and they stink right now. See, one thing about the Cowboy fans, they're gonna, people always try to say they're delusional, but the real Cowboy fans and real sport fans, they're not delusional like that. What they do is just call it out. I'm ready for my quarterback to go. Are we stuck right now? So I'm going to ask this person about CeeDee Lamb, you know, what do they think about that? Oh my God, do y'all see this game?
For anybody who's watched Washington play, especially over the last couple of years, he plays a little bit like Taylor Heineke, right? There's a little improv. There's the ability to kind of scramble, make some plays with his feet. He's a bigger...
I think CeeDee Lamb has had an incredible year. And I think Dallas acquired him during the off-season, you know, was really, really good. He makes electric plays and all that. So, the draft, that was a good pick. What do I think about CeeDee Lamb? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if he was faking that to John Bates, 87, the tight end who was playing fullback. But from the very beginning, the time...
Okay, I'm going to ask one more time, and we are live. I'm going to ask you one more time. Could you just shut the door with whatever you're doing? So we're gonna have upcoming classes for the draft, and I think we have some more electric ones just like this. But with CeeDee Lamb, I think Dallas did good. So we did get a response here, and it says he's got to be dependable and catch balls. Now, see, here's what I don't understand that. So I'm getting ready to answer back on the mic. What do you mean be dependable? Are you watching the games that I've been watching of CD? Like, I don't understand what he said. Is he talking about this particular game because the Cowboys are 0-13? Are you talking about this particular game because that young man has been balling out? Now, this is probably where they get delusional, because what do you mean dependable? I want him to answer that question, because if he's talking about today's game, I can understand it with the scores going 0-13. Okay? But the Commanders, we must remember, was the ones who dealt the L to the Eagles for undefeated teams. So I'm gonna need to get some kind of clarity. What does he mean by that? He has got to be more dependable and catch balls. Well, what are you talking about? Are you talking about this game, or what game are you talking about? Okay. He just made a catch. He just made a catch. He just made a catch. Okay. So I'm going to hit my auntie. My auntie is my auntie, and I'm going to see, because Cowboys is her team. Let's see if she's looking at the game.
As we hit the 2-minute mark of this first half.
All right, so the first half is about to end, everybody. We are live. This is BB Love Sports, where sports and gaming is exquisite fusion. We are live in a more relaxed setting, but we're still live. So we have the Cardinals and the 49ers. They have 2 minutes left in the second half, in the second quarter, before we go into the second half. And it is 14-13, so it's a 1-point game. These are going to be exciting games going all the way down to the finish line, okay? We're seeing exciting football. All right, and so Cowboys and Commanders, they have about 2 minutes and some change left. The Cowboys need to score on some of these drives here before going to the second half. If not, they're going to have to come into that third half and fourth half with McCarthy sitting right there and make some plays to give some answers and shut down the Commanders, if they can. All right, Rams and Seahawks. This is tied up. Okay. See, I'm going to put CD just... So I'm just letting them know CD just caught while we talking. Okay. Rams and Seahawks are tied up. The Giants and the Eagles, they are under the 2-minute mark, and so the Eagles are still leading 13-0. We're going to go back over to we're going to go back over to the Eagles and see what's going on here. Eagles have possession of the ball at 1 minute and 39 seconds. The Chargers and the Broncos are under 2 minutes, and the Chargers are now up, but the Broncos have made the boards. They're down by 4, so it's 14-10. So we got some exciting football here. So we're going to see a little bit what's happening here with the Eagles. Oh, well, the Giants just sacked Jalen Hurts. That's crazy, but it's okay. We know that these shakeups are, you know, gonna happen here. So
Oh my God.
So Jalen is back. You know they're going to try and rough him up. I don't think it's a complete heal on those injuries, but we'll just have to see.
Look how they forced him into another field goal attempt. Everyone keeps waiting for the knockout punch to come from Philadelphia. You know, the option to try to put these Giants away. Giants not making it easy for them.
Okay, so we got a Steelers fan that checked in, and they're saying the Steelers are out. They haven't been hitting on nothing all year. Need another QB. Hey, they just got a QB. You don't like this one? Do you want Big Ben back? Okay, I'm kind of cutting the fool here, so.
Jake Elliott on for a 39-yard attempt. Made a 32-yarder, made a 52-yarder. Lombardo snapping, curling the holder. 39-yarder. He drills it.
We played tonight, but
Eagles in front 16-0 with 45 seconds left. First down.
It was a wintry day, and at IHOP quite soon, hot cinnamon apple.
tonight against the Lions. This is going to be pretty interesting. We'll see if we can slide in or not. It's been pretty wild all day. Okay, so we got a response. Okay, Cowboy Nation responded back to me. He dropped a few he should have caught in the past, but he has come around when he has to. He's wearing 88. That has meaning in Cowboy Land. Oh, really? Okay, so don't let those Cowboys get started. So we're gonna go back here. We got referee in huddle for the Cowboys and Washington game.
But this would be going from a running clock back to a running clock. So therefore, since it doesn't go to a dead clock, the timeout should still stand.
Yeah, I can bet that is the conversation that Mike McCarthy's having right now. But we know this.
Okay, we're about.
Warner was down by contact at the 41-yard line. It will be second down. Please set the game clock to 55 seconds. Then we'll have a 6-second subtraction, and the game clock will go from 145. 145. The clock will start on my signal. Thank you.
Okay.
You see Dallas, they're hurrying up to get to the line. They know once the head referee gives the signal, that clock's going to run. So you can see they're up on the ball.
So they tried to get that down. Let's see if they get it. Oh. All right, they got it. So they got their first down.
1:34 to go as they get to the line quickly. Prescott lofting near side. Schultz had to go up and get it. And it's incomplete. You know, it's a good thing he did because Kendall Fuller was in position to pick off another pass.
Absolutely. And Kendall Fuller, he looked like he was under a punt there. Look, he's standing there. He thinks that ball's going to hit him in the face. Look, he's ready for it. Good effort there by
okay, so it definitely seems like the Commanders came with better plays thus far in the first half. Let's go on back to the Cardinals and 49ers. They're still in the second. We got an incomplete there by the Cowboys. But the Cardinals and 49ers, 1-point game, 49ers 14, Cardinals 13 with under 2 minutes to play. We're watching the Washington game and Cowboys. Okay, got the first dot, had the man on the feet. He couldn't get going, but they are keeping the drive alive. Okay, there's my auntie. Is my auntie. She's not watching the game. Oops. That's what I put. I put, oh, oops. Rams and Seahawks. Rams are up 13. Seahawks 6. 10 seconds left into the second quarter. So the first half, I don't think anybody needs to freak out too much in the first half because, you know, you're trying to see what kind of plays does, you know, that other person have, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so my auntie is my auntie. She redeems herself, and she was like, she just got out of a shing ding, whatever she's doing, and she happened to glance online, and isn't looking good yet. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I've been watching closely these games because they are the last of the season before the playoffs, and it's just the first quarter, but hold on tight. LOL. I love to send encouragement. We got so many house divideds. Now, I know not to bother Sir Eagles because he is all about the not trying to jinx anything, because he jinxed. It's an incomplete. He had it all the way down the field for a touchdown, and it was denied. This is getting suspenseful, people. We got all kind of action going on here, but everybody's saying pretty cool, you know what I mean? All right, so we're gonna close out this live. This has been really, really live.
65 yards.
Timeout. Dallas. They're taking it half. 30-second timeout.
A 30-second timeout, and we have. What in the majee is going on? I don't like McCarthy timeouts. I just don't. I don't. That could have been saved. We're in the first half with 13 seconds, and you're going to call a timeout?
And it was a little strange because it didn't come from the sideline. The umpire came in and actually said there was a timeout called.
It's very weird.
Timeout. No 5-yard penalty. 3rd and 10. 39 seconds to go in the half. Four-man pressure. Prescott in trouble. Spins away. Long way to go. Makes a good deke and a dive forward for Prescott.
Well, all right there. I know that's right, QB. Dak with the save.
Let's see where they mark it. Might be a little short on that mark. Dallas uses a timeout here.
I mean, take a look at this. Montez Sweat comes off the edge so fast. Dak Prescott, his ability to escape this.
I quite don't understand, though, the timeout that McCarthy gave, and you have seconds left before the second half.
For everything that's gone wrong for Dallas offensively today, that effort there by Dak Prescott.
Love the effort.
Field goal and ending this half potentially with a touchdown.
But to do it, they're going to have to convert on a 4th and a short one with no timeouts remaining.
Love the effort.
With 32 seconds around the 15-yard line, you have plenty of time that you can still run this ball, get up, and still clock it, and give yourself a few attempts at the end zone.
Got the first down.
You're Washington now. You're laying on the ground. You're trying to be as slow as you can, unpiling. You can see Payne. He's grabbing Zach Martin. They want to take up as much time. And then Dallas, on the other hand, is trying to go fast.
They're going to go for it. Prescott steps in and would go
Incomplete. He's throwing long, but it's just not connecting. Washington is all over it with seconds. I just don't understand that timeout, though. But the Eagles and the Giants are in halftime. Eagles are up 16-0. Rams and Seahawks are in timeout. Rams up 13, Seahawks 6. We got about a few seconds left with the Broncos and the Chargers. Broncos have possession of the ball. 17-10. And we're watching Washington and the Cowboys with seconds left. Touchdown! 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 Them boys! Oh gosh, here we go.
And that touchdown is all set up by the effort of Dak Prescott to extend it. You can see Bobby McCain here in the slot. I'm not exactly sure why he doesn't just
all right. Now we see momentum. I bet it's not quiet now. And it's good. Field goal. Woohoo!
Well, you talked about that. Got away from a strip sack potentially. Dived forward to make
Okay, everybody. Okay, listen everybody, it's been so real. I thank you so much for locking in with us here for the live stream, and we'll be coming back with another live stream that will be in the second quarter, in the fourth quarter. I'm gonna take a little break here and get some things cleaned up, check on the pork roast, and you know, it's all love with me and Mom. It's just that sometimes, you know, if I'm doing a relaxed live, I always try to say, you know, quiet on the set, Mom. Let me be quiet on the set. And, you know, the house is big enough for me to be quiet on the set. You know, but if you're coming through doing a little of this and a little of that, you know, I still need you to be on Namaste. So we love Mom's Mixon Davis, and it's all cool. So we'll be back. This has been lovely. Finished up all of my sushi, and everybody's going into the huddle now. So we'll be back with some really good football into the second half. Let us all get our life, okay? Let us all get our life. Everybody go refresh, because the second half I know it's going to be explosive, because we're now starting to look at a good portion of the playoff picture. Okay? This is everything that we're looking at here, the playoff picture. And we're going to throw on some neck to go on up out of here, some of that HBCU, because you know I love my HBCU. Happy New Year 2023 to everybody. I'm about to do a little bit of flirting offline because somebody is not happy with me right now because they want me there and I want to be there, but my schedule is so turned in, locked in. You know, we both have locked in schedules, so turned in. So it's just like, oh my gosh, if you could be in two places at one time, that would be so cool. But I can't, you know. I can't be in two places at one time. But we're going to turn back up the volume, okay, and we're going to go with some neck as we get out of here. Let's go. Hey. If you love sports, shout out! Shout out to all the sport broadcasters, the fans, the coaches.